Hello everyone, my name is Sachin Bhandari and this is the StoryCo's YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to narrate the story of team ki fati hui hai. What does that mean and what is this story all about? You'll have to listen to the entire video. It was 31st December 2020, it was New Year's Eve. But like millions of others in the country, my wife and I had decided to have a quiet celebration at our newly rented apartment in Mysore. It is then that I actually, opened my Twitter app and came across a few interesting tweets. These tweets were by Deepinder Goyal, who is the founder of Zomato. Zomato, as you all know, is a recently listed Indian startup. It's also a food delivery app which is in a duopoly with Swiggy, right? Moving on. When I looked at these tweets, they were super interesting. Deepinder Goyal was almost narrating live behind the scene action through his tweets. So some of his tweets went like this. Said 20,000 biryanis in transit, 16,000 pizzas in transit, 4,100 orders per minute, which is, by the way, a huge number for even for a company like Zomato. And then he said something like team ki fati hui hai, which literally in English means team is scared as F. Apart from that, he also actually put a picture, a screenshot of his tech team sort of huddling together on Zoom calls or WebEx to figure out how to manage the traffic that was coming in. So it was really exciting and you sort of got a sense of the action that happens behind the app, and that's how your food gets delivered in such a smooth way. A lot of people, for them, what it did was that it humanized the app. You could see the results of Deepinder Goyal's tweets or his storytelling from that night. Over the next couple of days, Zomato got a lot of media coverage and journalists repeated tweets that Deepinder had tweeted. It somehow won the PR battle against Swiggy on those particular days, though I don't really know whether they actually had more orders than Swiggy or not. So that's the power of great storytelling by CEOs. But I think the most important thing that Deepinder managed to do that night was to humanize the app. That's right. A lot of us think of Zomato just as one screen on your phone, but it's a lot more than that. That night you realize there were so many people behind the scenes working hard to make sure that your food gets delivered on time and without any errors. So that was the biggest takeaway or the biggest impact that Deepinder Goyal's storytelling on Twitter that day managed to do for the company. And I believe that CEOs are the chief storytellers of any company for that matter. And here was a prime example of how you can use storytelling to actually connect better with your audiences. So are you humanizing your company, your people, your services using storytelling? Yes or not? I would love to know, and also give us some examples of what kind of storytelling you're doing. You never know, if we like it, then maybe we will feature it on this channel as well. So that's the story, but I also have a couple of communication tips for you right after this. So hold on. Now for today's 3 communication tips. These are related to Deepinder's company Zomato. The first one is linked to the incident where a Bengaluru Instagrammer accused the delivery executive of Zomato of assaulting her. Now, the company was caught in the middle of a storm, but the way they managed it was pretty interesting. In fact, Deepinder also shared a statement online on Twitter saying that I want to chime in about these incidents or something to that effect. But notice this, a lot of companies, when they are sharing press statements or they are giving their side of the story, they tend to either hide behind the we or give a lukewarm statement which actually means nothing. Here, Deepinder actually used the word I, so which means that he's personalizing the message and he's taking responsibility and also making sure that the onus stops at him. And that really makes a lot of difference as opposed to, giving out a statement where everybody is responsible but no one actually is. So make your messages personal wherever it is required. That's my first communication tip in this video. The second one is linked to something else that Zomato did about a year ago. So over a year ago, they introduced tips for riders. So you could add a tip for your delivery executive, your rider, from the app during the order itself or right after the order. Now they could have just gone ahead with 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees or 50 rupees, you know, the denominations. But what they did is that for 10 rupees they used the image or an illustration of a cutting chai glass, you know, so to depict that a cutting chai costs 10 rupees. Similarly, a Bombay Road sandwich, like a 25 rupees sandwich, that was used as a symbol or as an illustration for 25 rupees, and so on. What this does is that it gives you a clear context as to what is it that you are tipping your rider for a cup of tea or for some sandwich, and that makes you feel more motivated to tip the particular rider, and also of course it's a lot more engaging. Now the same tip or the same approach we could use when we are making presentations or any sort of documents for that matter. Think about how you can create visual imagery so that people find it more engaging, and that's my second tip. Use visuals wherever you can to fire your audience's imagination. That was tip number 2. Tip number 3 is linked to, I'll have to check. Tip number 3 is linked to all of us. You know, we Indians speak some other language. I mean, almost none of us speak English as our first language. We either speak Hindi or many other South Indian, Western Indian, East Indian languages as our first language. Despite that, when it comes to business, we always stick to English. But every once in a while, I think it is okay to go back to a language which is colloquial so that people connect a lot better with you. Case in point is Deepinder Goyal when he said team ki fati hui hai, which is team is scared as F. Now that was probably the most loved tweet of the evening. The reason for that is because it connected a lot better. So you could use English language for business, लेकिन कभी कभी दोस्तों हिंदी में या अपने खुद के लैंग्वेज में बात कर लेनी चाहिए, क्योंकि उससे ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट होता है. So that's my tip for today. I could say this in Tulu as well, which is my mother tongue, but I don't know how many Tulu speaking people are watching this video. So those were my 3 tips. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did. Storyco is a business storytelling coaching and training firm. We deconstruct good communication into easy to replicate techniques, and that's how we help you win pitches, bring investors on board, bring customers on board. So if you're looking for any kind of coaching or training in this space of business storytelling, feel free to let us know. But more importantly, also feel free to ask any questions you have about business storytelling, and me or one of my colleagues will answer your questions in the comments. And who knows, if your question, your story is interesting, you probably will get featured on this channel someday soon as well. That's it from me today. I spoke too much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.